Mm. Onions and bell peppers. Mm. 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 Gotta go fast because I'm running a wall. Can't go fast off this loop because, damn it, son of a bitch. There we go. Okay. Damn it. Yeah, boy, give me that. Give me that, yeah. Nah, fucker. Top shove it. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Go. Twist it. And then, damn it, like he gives it a weird, the grind instead of, no, that's not gonna help, and it's like, just slow me down. Someone talk about some shit that I don't care about. Doesn't matter, just like, I love joking. I love joking about stuff. I love food. I do not have a thyroid condition. Damn it. Yeah, chillin'. Yeah. Damn it. Yes. Mm. Yeah, we'll just do that one. I should have kept it going for longer, so that's what I'm going to do on one. Okay. Damn it. Damn it. Son of a bitch. There we go. This didn't help at all. Nope. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. I gotta do it different. Damn it. Damn it. So I don't believe in God. That. Here we go. Jump up and then grind. Yeah. Jump down and then grind. Or not grind. Jump up and then... Yep, here we go. Certain line, we keep it going. Yeah, boy, give me that thing. Yeah, girl. Yeah. I'm a scared boy. That's the reason I'm scared. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to be sociable without people yeah, without people constantly. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, bitch, goddamn. It's like horseradish sauce. It's like yeah, God damn it. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to see if I can do that ramp instead of doing the rail. That. Ah, crap. Oh, boys, getting the J's. Yeah, there we go. Oh, mother flippers. Yeah, boy, give me that wrap, give me that wrap, give me that wrap, give me that wrap. Yeah, burp, 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 burp. That's all I'll do. I'll just keep going there. All the way in the back and then grind it. Oh, damn it. Gotta do it friggin' board style. Oh, God. God damn it. Son of a bitch. It's cool that I kiss the rail. It's really hard to do, but also this is way harder to do. It's just actually wind up on the rail and damn it! I keep on pulling Reaper and Germany. Fuck, God damn it. That's awesome. I want to get out of the loop and be able to jump off the rail and do a trick. God damn it. Ah, you son of a bitch. Well, okay. Right. Yeah, there we go. Board slide. All right. Front side board slide. Damn it. tight. Yes, thank you. Now we go to the pole because we pole position, bitch. That's what we do. Ah. So I'm gonna talk about a topic I wouldn't normally talk about. I mean, I'll talk about pretty much everything on here, but the fact of being a terrible person, you know, all of that type of stuff. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to get into the reason, a little bit about my political views. Let's see. Not politically, but just like existence views. You know, like what I believe in my existence, what I believe as per a God, anything. Existentially, I believe in God as an energy source, or an energy that is free without matter, and that's the reason why it's very weird that I would consider him an energy source, because I myself am a source of energy, or heat, or anything like that. Didn't know how to drink, did I? Did I? The reason why that I have problems explaining myself, and I get exacerbated or brought to a different mood when someone else is explaining what they believe, is because it doesn't have any characteristics of my wants. Anything, the memes, I guess. Other things I like. But other than that, I don't really take anything too seriously. Whether I want to be accepted or not by society as a non-straight, up in the air kind of dude, as far as we don't have any way of like defining it, you know? My sexuality, my gender is like, it's weird that I haven't got a chick pregnant before. Oh my gosh. I hardly ever used a condom. But the point is, my religion is a joke. I'm a pagan naturalist agnostic. It means I believe in a force, but not a being. At all. I believe in a thing, a force, because of some force that forced it. I don't even consider myself to technically be a being. And if you think about it like that, we are just inertia gathering what it is, either energy, whether it be energy through consumption, damn it. This Firehouse Subs was good, but now it's gone. point is that I'm so wrapped up in my own existence. I'm so wrapped up in the pointillism of the actual, like, that I don't see anything else. I don't see the reason to define myself, the reason to define anything around me, reason to make a point. Maybe it has to do with being socially starved. I guess not really caring about what people think about me. And that exudes like you're just straight or you're just, and that's the point. Is it's like you can say what you want and you have a community, as far as you or another person being gay or being whatever, trans or anything like that. But that's the point. Is you have a community, and no, there's no community for straight people. There's none. There's no community for people who don't even define themselves as a gender. I mean, obviously, you can joke around and say you're an attack helicopter, but whatever. That's not really like the point, I guess. The point is that in a little while, in a decade or two, you're gonna wish you didn't define yourself, you know. And you're gonna find it hard to manage, even though you still have that community. The point is that midlife crises do not have gender or anything like that. Your mental health doesn't have an actual gender. Okay, your brain may be different from a woman's brain or whatever, but they work the same, and also the same as black people as well, and white people or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. They don't give a shit anymore. The point is that everyone needs to understand that mental health is the real thing, the real issue here, the real issue that you need to realize that you need to pick a scene real, get on the other side, and understand that no matter what side you pick, you're not wrong. That's the reason why people need to understand that mental health is the reality that no one else is even understanding. Like, it's the real part of society that you're going to understand is the thing that wasn't judging you the entire time you were defining yourself and constantly making all those assumptions about everyone else because of their assumptions. The real point is that all of those assumptions, no matter what, good, bad, anything, whether they give you a point or not, they distract you from what your existence is. They distract you from what your existence really is. You're just energy inside a thing. Energy inside a body. Over time, a computer loses its parts. It runs down. It doesn't work as it used to. It's too much saved file, too much memory or something. It uses too much memory, and the RAM or ROM or whatever is actually making that thing happen. It just decides that people decide that it's not going to be used anymore, and then you're going to use a different one. The point is that you're exactly like that computer in some ways. You're exactly like what an AI could be, because we don't know something that is without our existence. We only know our existence. We only know what we are. And that's the reason why I like to ask and also ramble along on those questions. And it makes me feel a little bit closer to home. You know? Somebody ever feel like the home wasn't the place they were supposed to be, or like a situation wasn't you were never supposed to tell your parents what you felt about anything at all, because it didn't matter. Your parents aren't going to respect you anyways. They're going to think you're a little stupid shit anyways. They love you anyways for it. It doesn't matter. No matter if they exude your shit or not. Because the people do shit that are stupid all the time. People do stupid shit, and then the only reason why they're stuck in their existence or what they believe their existence to be, whether it be gender, sexuality, or anything like that, is because it keeps you away from the hard questions, like what I'm going to eat tomorrow, or what I'm going to do tomorrow, what I'm going to have tomorrow, what I'm going to think about for the future, what's going to happen in 5 years. You don't know, or you don't think you know, because you think that by defining yourself as a certain person, you have a smaller lifespan, or by defining yourself as a certain person, you want to be that
fucking martyr that everybody else is going to watch and look at, and you believe that you're going to be the star or celebrity or so the next fucking person that decides to fall on the floor with high heels. Just really doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, the reason why is because the reason why people are actually doing all these niche things and scene things and stuff like that. I'm talking about the difference of mental health as it pertains to certain see, anything really, any person really just existing at all. I'm also doing a live as well on this thing. God damn it. So, damn it. I glitched the board. Damn it, I thought I was going to make it. So I was going slower. God damn it. I didn't mean to jump like that. Alright, but yeah. Understanding that your existence has not a time clock, but a biological stance. That biological stance has a number of what people would call years, I guess, or what you would call either an eternity or anything like that. Because that's the point is the bug's eternity is shorter than the frog's eternity. And also, the belief of natural selection is just not real when it comes to human convenience or inconvenience. And the reason why it's not real is because diseases don't come along and just pick random people at will, okay? They don't just pick random people. There's a lot of math that goes into it, but it's calculable. So understand and realize that there are certain people. Okay, understand this. You live next to a volcano. The people who live next to that volcano decided they died when the volcano erupts, right? Or some of them die because they didn't run away not fast enough. So that's what happens. It's not natural selection. It's who wants to live closest to the actual danger. It's like, yes, you can totally be an amazing, genderless, fluidless person in the city, where everyone can hide, where everyone can literally just get in little cubby holes and go there. But would you go up to a rural area and then say, I am genderless, and you would say it out loud to people who pass by all the time? Would you do that in a rural area? Oh yeah, totally. Like, you could just put the flag through the city. Oh my God, so great. Everyone's just so amazingly. Would you try to make a community in an area where it's not actually there, where it's not real, or it's not happening, or people look at you for dyeing your hair a certain color? That's scary, right? It's very scary. Because that's the point, is everybody's got their gender, everybody's got their fluidity, and all that sort of stuff, but when there's danger, or there's a threat, or something like that around, or you believe there's a threat, you don't even have to have a threat around. But the fact that you believe that there's a threat, that's what makes you either hide your gender, or don't talk to people. You just look, and then they see you have either makeup on, or anything like that. They look close to you, you know? You get angry, or you get like, oh, I don't know what's happening, or something like that. And then those guys come, and they're like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, and you're like, oh, hey, how's it going? And it's like, oh, I see you're gender fluid, right? And they're like, and you're like, yeah, your gender, your sexuality is nominal, right? You're just all around here and stuff like that, right? And he's like, and he'd be like, hey, my cousin is actually that, and he's pretty close to me. Would you like to have his number, or would you like to see him on Facebook or something like that? You don't really know if they're gonna go to you a certain way. But the point is, it's not the brave part of being in the echo chamber. You know, the brave part isn't about being in the echo chamber. It's not about you having a community. It's understanding that there is a threat out there, whether you nominally choose to or not, and then you choose to literally put yourself when you're around other people that you believe are you or not you or whatever, or whoever you feel like fucking, I guess. Because it. Without you literally wanting it or not, you know, like. Son of a bitch. What I'm saying is that there's still people sometimes that judge other people, whether or not they're hurtful, they're hateful, or anything like that. So understand that just because of their looks or their gender or the way they identify themselves doesn't mean they're not acceptance of you. And that's the truth about real friends, is that once you meet real friends, you understand that you've never felt more accepted. Once you have real friends and you have friends that you can judge or judge you completely, and once you have those friends, you won't need that constant just echo chamber, because that's what it is. People aren't actually meeting each other sometimes. There's understanding that they have the same sexuality or the same sexual identity or something like that, and then they're meeting each other off of that, not the fact of their poignancy or the fact of their actual like personality traits that make them a good person, you know? That's where like people, I guess, with like, they would call them eccentric, I guess, like that. Or they have lots of girlfriends or something like that, and they're all way younger than them. And that's what a lot of people don't realize, is that like you don't bleed into a culture sometimes when you base each other off your sexual preferences or anything like that. You don't bleed into each other quite like you do if you actually like talking to someone who doesn't have your similar point of views, doesn't have anything about you, doesn't know anything about you, or doesn't know anything about themselves to basically understand whether or not they classify as you or not. The point is that being afraid of getting with friends is the point. Is understanding your existence and realizing that no, you sometimes like rock music and you don't like to put on fake nails all the time. You like fucking metal music, or you like rap and R&B, or you like anything. You like jazz. You like putting on a suit in front of what you think is dudes, and you like thinking that you're the best or something like that. But the point is that that's all superficial. The point of you putting on those things are superficial, and the superficial point is that everything you're putting on, everything you're trying to put on, as far as your outer appearance, is subconscious. Realizing that every single thought you put into your outfit or put into everything is subconscious. Drag queens love women. Why do they love women? Because they celebrate them, and they want to be just like them sometimes. There are drag queens that are straight. There are drag queens that don't do different things. They don't identify as like an attack helicopter every single time a fucking job application comes up. They identify as a man, or they identify as whatever they want to identify as. The point is that when that stuff is broken down, when you realize exactly who people are and how they identify as, do you really still expect them or still respect them? Do you think that they're fake or they're not a part of the movement or some shit or whatever? That's the point, is because if you're constantly doing that and constantly making those judgments and assessments about other people, then you're doing the exact same thing that the person telling you that you're not what you are is. So, and this is the reason why I think that this is very pertinent and important, because the real reason why you have like real friends and people who judge you and people who you judge sometimes, and you don't always see eye to eye all the time, is the point is that the reality of having like real friends is very, very extremely like menial, I guess, or someone that acknowledges your existence or understands that you are a person that has worth. Understanding that is is understanding that person's personality and realizing that they have one at least, you know? But getting to know someone just because of the preference of sexual intercourse isn't getting to know their personality, or isn't getting to know their habits or the things they like to do. You know? Judging a person solely upon, or accepting a person solely upon that thing is the point that you should have made, the point you should have made is, and the point that I'm making is that you don't judge people, you know? Like, because of the judgment you've seen so harshly, but yet you see people with Trump flags. They're not racist. They don't have something down with all the Jews or some shit, or death to China or something like that. They just have a Trump flag. That's all. But that's the point, is to you, that Republican who is an idiot, who's a dumbass, who just really just doesn't know what he's doing because the government changed since he actually got there, or even attempted to understand it. But as you see that as white supremacy, or systemic racism, and you think that it's the president's fault for all of that systemic racism. But understanding that no, the point was to invoke. Again, it is the weak's trick, the final trick of the weak, to instill fear. But through manipulation of making you claim yourself, or claim what you are is amazing, and you should love the person you are no matter who you are, and scream it from the mountaintops. And no, you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. Then what is Pride? What is Pride Month? What is all those different things that you say you're not doing and having? Are you having multiple sexual partners? Are you understanding that, oh, I just want to be fucked, or a little bit? Or are you going, or actually even trying to have an emotional relationship? I'm not saying that I'm just talking to like gay people or something like that. I'm talking to whatever you decide you are. The point is that no matter what you decide you want to be, you're not going to stop someone else's decision because they come to that conclusion in a different way in a different time. And as they thought that they were fighting against whatever systemic racism or systemic unchanging will that was around them, it made them hurtful. It made them hateful sometimes. And if you're a good person, then things can really change you. Things can really traumatize you and make you feel like you're alone in the world. No matter what sexuality you are, no matter what things you do. And that's all mental stability. That's all mental things, okay? That's all mental health. That you have to understand that it doesn't matter like what you see yourself as. And sometimes you'll see yourself differently if you have a different set of mental health things. If you're stable, if you're helpful, if you know things, if you blame people on regards of who you think they are because of the clothes they're wearing, or because of the flag they wave, because of anything they feel like doing with themselves. Is that you have to judge them and hate them because they do something stupid? Or say something stupid? Is every single religion or every single thing just null and void because of you? Because of your existence? Because of what they believe, I guess? You're null and void, obviously. and because of a mistranslation, obviously. So understand that every single person that accepts you, that's a part of a religion, does that make them terrible? Does that make them hurtful because their book or a book that says that's them? Or even if they don't believe that, even if they wear the cross, I know that it means something to them because it's the thing, the item that they feel like wearing. I used to look at people that had cross tattoos and like disgusted or whatever. But I kind of started to realize that, like, you know what, they believe in that. They believe in that, and I believe in Freakazoid. It made me feel better when I was younger. It wasn't something that I needed. It wasn't something that I really wanted. It's just something that helped me along the way to get to the person that I really am. To get to the reason why I had the falling out with my younger brother. The reason why I had the falling out with a bunch of different people sometimes. Because they weren't looking at me for who I was. They weren't looking at me for who I was. They were looking at me for who they thought and they wanted me to be, right? But they themselves kind of don't put themselves on a gender or a sexuality. Sometimes they were bi or whatever they were, and I was still friends with them. But that's the point, is they assume sometimes that I wasn't even cool or fun to be around, even though I was hanging out with them and I was being friends with them. Do I give a shit or I judge people because the only time that any of my black friends besides Brandon, besides my friend Brandon, ever hung out with me was once when I broke my leg and the moment that I was able to walk again. And the point is that the coach literally told them to do every single part of it. To make me feel like more of a team. So I learned teamwork. And I also learned that people don't really like me, you know? There's the people that were at my high school, and on the football team, they didn't really give a shit about me. I mean, yeah, they're like, yeah, oh, dude, you're up on Facebook, stuff like that. But the point is, they don't want to hang out with you all the time, you know? They don't want to hang out with you at all because they're just not the real dude. You're not the dude I hang out with, like that. I was like, I kind of got it. I kind of understood the points of being alone, the points of realizing that I didn't need to understand things. I need to understand them. I need to understand anything. The reason why is because they were just assholes. Yeah, that's all they were. They wanted chicks. They didn't care about their friends. They were assholes. And I didn't give a shit about them either. So it really didn't matter. The point is that it doesn't matter what you call yourself. It doesn't matter what you call you, okay? It doesn't matter how you exist. It's just the fact that you exist. A lot of people are just trying to act like everything's just on purpose or some shit like that. That you did it on purpose and your choice is blah, blah, and it's not a choice, and you're expected to suck a dick every month. That's the quota for being gay. Or some bullshit they're going to tell you about what it means to be something that you don't even care about. The point is that your mental health, your mental stability is way more important than telling someone what you are. What about telling yourself what you are? Understanding that you are that person. Understanding and realizing that that thing that you say you are, you do because you think that some people care about hearing it. What if they don't? What if they never do? What if they never change? No matter how many times you wave a flag around. What if they never fucking change and they just hate and hate and hate until they die? And then the next generation does the exact same thing. And there's no change whatsoever. How are you to feel about it? Are you going to feel lonely? Or you're not going to give a shit? Because both of those are narcissistic ways of looking at everything. Both of them. Understanding the psychopath and the sociopath are one and the same, just given different actions. Okay? Realizing psychology is based upon action and not upon thought is the point. Yes, saying things and sharing things too much can tell a person that you're under anxiety, or you're under depression, or you're under certain things that you feel as though you wish you weren't. The point is that's the reason why. A doctor cannot actually think your thoughts for you. So you must think your thoughts. You must have boredom. You must have loneliness. You must have isolation sometimes. This is the only thing that's going to help you. Understand that you're alone. You will die alone. But that's not so bad. You know why it's not bad? Because you are you. No matter who anyone decides to define you at all. No matter what. No matter if you were beaten by your parents and told to hate black or Asian or whatever the fuck it was, or Jewish people or whatever. No matter if you were hurt by your friends or your family or anything like that. No matter if you define yourself as gay, straight, bi, anything. Whatever the fuck you feel like, multisexual. The point is you need to be secure with yourself to understand that no, you can still talk to those dudes who are just calm and said they have a bi friend that's their cousin. You have to understand this. No, country is not racist inherently. That yes, cowboys were pretty much beaten up and thrown away sometimes when they were by themselves sometimes a lot. They were a dying race because of shit that they used to do that they don't have to do anymore because their way of life completely changed. And not because of slavery, but because of the actual industry of freaking cattle and shit. The actual agricultural industry. Like, things can hurt you in ways that you have no idea. That literally your entire world can be shaken. And it has nothing to do with your rights at all. The whole thing is when you feel as though you're going and doing the right thing. Sometimes people get hurt because of it. Sometimes people get moved because of it. Sometimes people get pushed away because of it. That schizophrenic lady that decided these shows understands that she's going to have to fucking fight every single cop to make sure that she's okay, and then realizes that they're just going to their trunk and it runs off for no apparent reason. That's mental instability. That's understanding that every situation you might have to fight out of, but thinking that every single situation involves that. That's fighting every moment. That's a person who is broken sometimes. And the reason they're broken is because it's not because of their rights being taken away from them. It's because they're doing stupid shit, and then saying stupid shit, and then doing stupid shit again. It's because of their own echo chamber. It's because of all the women that they talk to. They got hurt by their husbands, or hurt by their friends, or hurt by their co-workers or some shit. It's the same echo chamber that you see every single time, whether it's positive or negative. It gives you a false representation of what's out there. Of what you understand to be the truth, of what you understand to be people who are judgmental or non-judgmental, or even the people who look like the people who are judgmental or not judgmental. Understand that it is a style. Understand that there are gay dudes that don't paint their fingers. Understand that there are gay dudes that like rock and roll. And metal. Heavy metal. Classic rock. A bunch of shit. Understand that there are different people living differently in different ways all over the world. And yes, some of them look like racist people because they wear their hat a certain way, or they spit tobacco or anything like that. And you just think that them listening to fucking George Strait is the most racist fucking thing you've ever seen. But understand, that's not the foundation of our United States. It's not the foundation. You know what the actual foundation is? Elitist bastards who listen to the music that they fucking made. So if an elitist bastard can make up his own music and have people constantly go and actually make remixes out of it, out of rap albums and shit like that, you would think that that they would find out that country and southern music isn't inherently racist. It's just the stupid motherfuckers that decided to make the dumbass songs in all country because they thought that all those dudes thought those things, and when they found out they didn't, they said that, oh, George Strait, he decided to go and tell everybody. Like literally, there was an exodus. There's a mass exodus of racist people from Garth Brooks, a whole bunch of different people. Garth Brooks, Rascal Flatts. They're like, no, like I'm a musician. I am inclusive. I am inclusive with everyone. There are people that are from all over the world that they do things with. Like, dude, like seriously, like that happened. Like, did no one even watch that? Like, people were defending you, were defending your things, and you were just like, oh my god, I don't know what's happening. Oh my god, yeah, like throwing your hands up in the air and shit like that. You just don't even care. You don't give a shit that there are people that were like that live a certain way and love people no matter what they are, no matter who they are, no matter how they are, no matter what style they have. The point is you should be unique. You know? If you feel as though you have some sort of difference, you should be unique and to you only. To you. Completely. That's the reason why I do this. That's why I have this beard the way I have it. Because I don't like mustaches. I don't like them. Not because they say I'm a porno star or a weird person or anything like that. Just because it catches food and I don't like it. That's all it does. It just catches food and liquid and I hate it. That's all. That's just my style. That's all it is. It's out of functionality, not fashion. That's all. It happens. That's the reason why I like it. Doesn't have anything to do with anything. Except I get food in my mustache more than I do this part. And I love this part. This is my neck beard. It's cool. That's it. That's what more I'm actually worried about than ever even telling someone my sexuality or not telling my sexuality. Not to mention all the threats there are about people, like literally Russia, the whole entire Russia entirely, the country of Russia, and also Vladimir Putin, and plenty of people in between. So. So the next time you're trying to like see you have pride or anything like that, just don't be the people who are on the opposite end. Don't be that team. Don't fight that fight. Put it down. Just walk away. Don't be on the other side. Don't make a side. Make a side for yourself. Make a place for yourself. Make love for yourself. And do yourself a favor. Don't be what anyone defines you as. And sometimes it's not even your parents. Okay? Your parents define themselves as something completely different, and the only thing that gave them solace was just going out to a party and fucking drinking their goddamn ass off at whatever age they decided. Understand that yes, your parents that accept you were very experimental. They were also very stupid. Because yes, they're dying. They're all dying. Cirrhosis, liver damage, kidney damage, all of it.
I didn't want to hear it at first when I heard it. You just want something that stays the same. But understand it's gonna morph into something that you don't want to, and then you're gonna hate it. They're gonna be like, oh, it's time to get tattoos, dude. It's time to get tattoos. They're already gonna get tattoos. This whole group of guys that are gay are gonna get these tattoos that have these like awesome flags or whatever, and then what, right? You stay in the same city, you're tight, you're awesome. Go to rural areas, someone's like, hey, what's that tattoo? What does that tattoo mean? It's not the point of whether or not they're going to be racist or bigoted or anything like that. It's just the fact that they're going to ask you that question. Are you gonna run away or some shit? Are you gonna have the answer or something like that? Are you gonna assume that person's gonna be completely homophobic towards you? And that's what happens with Karens. That's what happens with people that are Karens. Old ladies who are middle-aged and are also Caucasian. And some that aren't. They had things that made them feel like they were at home. They had symbols, love, eat, pray, chicken noodle soup for the soul, all those little books that gave them little opinions and world views and shit or whatever, and all these little different things that everyone told you about buying certain things, how they make your feng shui or whatever, your fucking living room look better, I guess, what the fuck that even means. And then that all ended. That all completely ended, and those women have nothing to do because they're literally bored out of their minds. So that's why they're picking fights, I guess. Understand it's not the fact or not fact of someone being racist or stupid or bigoted because of them. It's having them have a reason to live and then making that reason not exist anymore. So understand what I'm getting at is the point is that understand that the companies that own these symbols or own these logos can stop at any moment. Your entire revolution, whatever your revolution is owned by someone. They can throw away your entire existence and just start over because there's a new generation of people who want to buy things. So understand that, yes, that's the reason why they're holding those flags up. It's not because of your rights. It's not because of anything. It's because of the fact that you can buy things now. And then you can get married. And once you get married, and once you get older, they don't give a shit about you, and they'll put you in a home. Understand that if you lose your job and you can't get another one, they don't give a shit about you, they'll put you on the street. Understand there are 700,000 homeless people in the entirety of the United States. More people that call themselves gay. Or close to it, I guess. Or, I don't know, comparable. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me, the number. Because I'm not trying to figure out the figure. I'm trying to figure out how many people are gay. Doesn't matter. You know why? Because people have every different definition, every word that possibly comes out of their mouths, as far as what they see as gay or what they find as gay, is completely different to every single individual. And understanding that, yes, you are in an echo chamber. It's realizing that dude that's yeah, like this one. Like, it's like, oh yeah, this dude who was totally gay raised this kid and was also gay. Why? Why did he do that? And your mind go to different places. I know. All the time. Just raise this kid who's gay. I've seen gay kids call these dudes father, anything like that. All the time. They're just really, really good guys.
Understand they have these movies where they would have older men. Yeah. They would older men like mentor younger gay guys or something like that, and teach them because they were teaching them how to be, you know, like they were raising them. You're raising them right, stuff like that. The point is that it was trying to open up a dialogue that was never going to happen. The reason why it's never going to happen is because I'm telling you, the majority of older dudes who are literally single, or no matter what sexuality they are, the majority of older dudes are sexually ambiguous. Like, they're there for the day, you know? Most older dudes that have money, they just give a shit about money. Or they give a shit about whatever person they can take advantage of, wherever they are. Even Richard Gere, like a whole bunch of different dudes, like literally, like they've been canceled already, like literally canceled. Kevin Spacey was just in so many movies that allowed him to just be near so many children for no reason. Like, he just played fucked up characters because he enjoyed playing fucked up characters. Why do you like playing fucked up characters? Because he was a fucked up person. Understand that titles are stupid. The reason why I change the title all the time of this little thing that I'm doing, 6 diagnosis eminent extravaganza edition. What I'm trying to say is that when you get around to semantics and specifics, you're only making a character. The character is going to be viewed by other people, and they're going to be like, wow, that person's very reliable. And then you do something that's out of character, and they're going to realize you're not that character, and completely and utterly take in a bunch of different things. So, not completely, but taking a bunch of different things, but people are going to believe whatever they want to believe about you. All the time, no matter what they think, no matter how they think, anything. So it's much better for me or anyone like that, to be anyone like anything, to believe that they are not. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm just not there. I'm not on it, because eventually that person can take that flag and make you put it on your arm. That's all. That's the point. Is it can make you take that rainbow flag and then make you put it on your arm and make you forcefully wear it. That's literally what companies can do all the time, and that's what they do. So understand it can happen anywhere to anyone. That's why you join the selective service when you're younger, is because yes, you can be taken by the draft. There's gonna be a future war, okay? Understand that if communication satellites arrays go out of orbit, they're coming down. They're gonna hit us, right? Yeah, all bunch of shit. Yeah, paranoia stuff. Understand that yes, people are stupid and fleeting all the time. People are dumb. People are stupid. People make titles all the time and expect those titles to remain or make anything like president or secret service or CIA spy. All those other different things. I'm telling you, is they don't mean anything. Okay? Because everyone can get hit in the chin and get knocked out. Everyone. Even the tall ones that say they don't get knocked out at all. You can hit the chin, they get knocked out. It's the point. We are all the same, but different at the same time. And that's what makes us special. Okay? That's what makes us all special. That's what makes us all unique. So stop talking about people in the city and do it in the goddamn country. Do it in the country and then make a song that get a gay dude in country. Do it. try to put a gay dude in country. If you try to put a gay dude in country, then you're trying to be inclusive. An openly gay dude that sings country. Do it. But you don't want to. You don't want to do it because you're afraid. Because you're afraid of racism and the stupid people that are going to comment about, oh my God, it's so abusive. Normalize it. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It's normalizing. That's how you normalize it. That's how you fucking normalize it. Right? Don't just say normalize it. Do it. Do it. Be gay and be a country singer. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. Just do it. Just do it. Do it. Be gay, be a country singer, and fucking tell stories and make awesome music because literally all music is fucking great. So nobody wants to do that because everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, that's not great," because blah 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 blah, and then everybody will have this echo chamber because echo chambers surround every single point of music. Every single echo chamber surrounds every single point in every single goddamn culture ever. You're not different than anyone. Anyone that has a flag representing their stupid culture or their stupid goddamn sexuality or their stupid gender or stupid anything, it doesn't make you different at all. It just makes you different colors. That's it. So what's going to happen? We're going to make this war happen, China? Y'all gonna use some sort of biological chemical warfare weapon y'all were holding up? That's the reason why y'all did all those goddamn samples and ruined them? Because they were clues to different actual proteins because they weren't all actually COVID? And that's probably the reason why they can destroy them in the first place? What are we doing here? This is America, bitch. I'll say whatever the fuck I want. I may get canceled, but I know YouTube's not gonna take it down. CCP piece of shit. Putting people in goddamn enslavement camps. Get everybody worried about their color or their flag or some shit. Pissing me off. Making me drop shit on my shirt. Half of their country doesn't listen to them. You don't know that? Half their country, like they say, isn't even Chinese. And they don't even identify as Chinese. Half their whole country doesn't even didn't even like CCP. All we need to do is talk to those guys. They're the ones that know how to survive for longer times anyways. So. War won. Good job. Yeah, bitch. Did it, motherfucking ass. What the shit? What are they gonna do? Send out Starlink or something like that? We've disabled all those bullshit things they're putting on Starlink. As soon as they come out of the atmosphere, disable them. I mean, not the actual Starlight, the Starlink. Fucking shit they put on them. Shit we put on them is good. Like cameras. And not to snoop on just regular people. You don't do it on everyone, you know? You don't put boxes and little Chinese or like fucking identifiers or some shit. Oh my god. Like, this is the dude. You know how? Because we know. Because we've been following him for 6 months. This is the dude. He lives in a field. Why does he live in that field? Because he's afraid of people. Why does he keep his money in a barn? I don't know. But it's all illegal money. He also decides to steal and murder people a lot all the time. Darn. these guys, they usually show up in a van. Where do they come from? Usually about 17 to 18 other blocks away in a different house at a different time. They usually go to different guys who are addicted to or not addicted to drugs. They take certain names down of people who had actually been there, and then they wonder, or they go on Facebook to find them. It's usually what they do. So, great. Good job. I profiled an entire case, and I'm not even a fucking detective. Great. Whoop-de-doo. That's what you have to get rid of. You have to keep knowing that you're just like, oh, I'm prideful of my existence as a person. And then that person decides to be whatever they are. But also, there's these dudes that kidnap people every once in a while, and I don't have anything to do with about it, so I don't know, so I'm not going to get involved. Good job, guys. Good job. All I know is I get really, really good ecstasy pills from this one guy who blah, 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 blah. So yeah, good job. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what all of them do. That's the reason why. Whatever dudes who constantly sell drugs you think are like the coolest people ever, they're always the guys that talk to the fucking Russian guys to tell them where the girls are on Facebook or where the girls are going to be in a day or two or some shit, and they pick them up sometimes. Or they put them in the van and they go somewhere with them, probably a different country sometimes. They don't use airplanes, which is really weird. I didn't even know, and I'm speculating on information that I've already gathered in my head from things that I've seen either online or not online. It's easy, and it's understandably the easiest shit you could possibly ever understand. If there's certain people who owe them money, there's certain people are always completely and utterly in danger because they're constantly probably going to have to pay off their debt with their fucking body. So understand, that's the shit that I give a shit about. I don't give a shit if you're gay, if you're attracted to the couch, if you fuck the ground. Doesn't matter to me. If there's a hole, obviously you want to come in it. Darn, awesome, good job. But that's the shit that matters, and the things that keeps your flag able to be flown. That's the stuff that dudes have to learn to be able to make sure that you can still do that stuff without someone trying to snipe you because you owe someone drug money. So understand that. Woo. They went to jail and all you had to do was do a bunch of fucking crazy pills that have little tiny Instagram fucking photos on them. Fuck ever. God damn, pissing me off. Pissing me off so hard that there's such a goddamn close. There's such a close goddamn correlation between actual gays in the 80s and 90s and 2000s, and somehow nobody made that correlation. Maybe they just didn't give a shit because of all the motherfucking people that just didn't care anymore. Like, everyone's like, the world's gonna end, blah, 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 blah. It's the same bullshit all the time. It's all the same bullshit. It's gonna happen all the time. And people are gonna constantly do stuff. And I'm gonna fucking be a goddamn detective or some shit. I don't know what I'm gonna be. But all I know is that's what happens, is they go to drug dealers, they say who owes them money, who doesn't owe them money, who's a hot bitch they can fuck with. Literally, that's the only thing that you need. How's it going? Talking about the correlation between the gays in New Orleans in the 80s and the 90s and absolute control over the mafia. And I'm gonna tell you something about Pose. It's like it's kind of fucked because like that's the reason why the mafia got involved in the first place, is because the bitch they were doing prostitution for the mafia. Like that's the reason why she got a whole fashion club done that way, and she wasn't just, oh, I got involved with the mafia and they thought I was a good person. No, they knew you from a while back when you were sucking dudes' dicks for money, and then that's the reason why they got you, because they got something on you. So that's it. So just realize that. It's the reason why motherfuckers. I'm not saying that all fucking trans people did that. I'm saying that trans people in New York City sometimes did that. That's how I fucking called it, because bitches in the 80s did some fucked up shit. No matter what they did, no matter who they were. Bitches with dicks did that shit in the 80s. And whatever way you want to call it, or say that I'm being non-inclusive, or whatever about their gender, you understand that I can give a shit about them, or their gender, or their race, or their sexuality, because they literally gave shit to the mafia, and literally made an entire industry be completely and utterly cultivated by them, and let them ruin it with pedophilia. So that's the reason why the elite pedophilia happened, because people, there was no kingdom without due course, okay? There's no kingdom without due course. There's no kingdom without understanding or realizing you have to punish someone, or realizing you have to make someone not the person that they are. Okay? There's no revolution without blind eye. Okay? There's no realization of fact that you need to change something without someone first not paying attention. So this is all just planned bullshit that business has literally made for you all to believe that you have a revolution, and these companies to own every single piece of information and every single thing that you ever own in your entire life for Facebook, all this bullshit all the time. And I'm not saying that it's a conspiracy theory, it's just it can be completely and utterly deleted and completely done from your entire existence, and you would have no fucking clue. So just understand that it's real. Like the risk is real. The point is real. You are real. You're not in a simulation. Don't stop acting like it. You have to eat food or else you'll die. You're not in a simulation. Stop acting like it. Magic could be real. Stop acting like it couldn't be. Be brave. And stop acting like you need to hide under a flag. Because I don't give a shit about the flag. That bitch can be any color it wants to be. As long as it has anything that I understand it to be any idea that it might actually incur. Like, at all. It can be all black, with some black, and the on black. It doesn't matter. I could be a ghost. It doesn't matter. I probably am. So people don't hang out with me or talk to me anymore. So I'm lying. Just realize it, man. Just realize that at any point someone could just literally just set the reset button, and you'd have to start over your entire life. I understand that there are other countries that have cruise missiles, that have terrible, terrible things that can literally ruin and topple cities. And y'all are just acting like nothing's happening. Like, they're not getting y'all together because they want y'all to be the first ones to go. I don't celebrate anything. I don't celebrate anything at all. I don't celebrate my country. I don't celebrate my religion. I don't celebrate everything. It's all a joke to me. But I know the reason why people are good is the reason why they're good. And the reason why people are evil is the reason why people are evil. Because they constantly believe that something is out to get them or something is about to harm them. And that's their own paranoia and their own mental state that makes them that way. So just understand that mental health is the best. It's the absolute thing that will make you feel like you don't give a shit about anyone except you. The point is you have to not give a shit about anyone but you. But the real point is that once you give a shit about yourself, you can give a shit about other people. You can care about other people. No matter if you're eccentric and you just like things, or if you're just awesome and cool and fun to be around. The point is I'm not judging any point in systems, but I'm judging every point in systems that have already been judged. History happens over and over and over again. It is the reason for our existence. History repeats itself. And if we're there and we're constantly either celebrating or even our own fucking asses constantly talking about what fucking sexuality or goddamn gender we are, All it's gonna do is give other people more time to put fucking magazines and goddamn guns and come after us. Or come after anyone. They don't give a shit. Just fuck, man. It's just supposed to be positive, I guess, but it's not positive because there's people that are stupid and dumb and everybody believes they're everybody or everywhere and stuff like that. Systematic racism is just ruining our lives and blah, 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 and everything. And like, black people are just like gay people, but they don't have to say anything about the thing that they are because people don't notice already. Blah, 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 blah. We're all different. We're all completely different, and you need to understand and realize that and have your own individuality because that's the only thing that's going to keep you like sane or even close to sane. If anything ever bad actually happens, you'll lose it and just off yourself. And I don't want that to happen because I want more people to be around, you know, to actually have friends and stuff. So just if you think about trying to kill yourself, don't. Just don't. I tried and then I didn't. And I realized how fucking stupid it was. Just fucking stupid. It's fucking dumb. I don't deserve it. I deserve better. And I deserve to live a long, healthy fucking life, no matter how long it is. That's what I deserve. This is what I realized literally in an instant while I was on Adderall running through the river. The Mississippi River. No matter what happens, I'm still a good person. I can still be a good person. No matter what happens around me, I can still keep a level fucking head. That's what matters. It's not you literally getting your fucking shit thrown out and just like, oh my god, I can't believe you did that. What a fucking Homo sapien phobe. Fuck you. Like, what happens when aliens come around, bro? What are you gonna think about? What if they want to have sex with just dudes who are racist? What if it's like their version of chicken? Huh? Huh? What happened? Oh my god, I'm so fucked up. But anyways, you are your own one-person bomb squad, and I'm gonna finish this line. And you can defuse situations that you think are happening, but remember, be yourself and stop acting like things are gonna work out for you just because you think you know who you are. Because nobody's gonna give you shit. This world isn't meant for you, okay? The world isn't meant for anyone, okay? This world is meant for oxygen and gravity and maybe trees, and that's it. The sun is slowly killing us all. And that's what we all must understand. We're slowly being lighted or something. I don't know what that word means. Doesn't matter to me. We're slowly becoming more tan and more tan by the day. Soon, we will become so tan that we will become a different color. And then, we will fuck each other until we maybe turn gray. Or, we'll be not in the sun until we turn completely white. And then, we'll be able to hate each other all over again, guys. It'll be so much fun, right? Woo! Hate! Grace! Oh, also, systematic racism is also ingrained in the entire African American community, too. So just understand that, too. Just realize that. Just understand that, yes, the neighborhoods, they're all there, and the reason why most, or actually 40 to 50% of the African Americans that don't live in those neighborhoods, they don't live in those neighborhoods because they planned and they tried. Yeah, it's systematic racism, but somehow 40 to 50% of the people who are African American, do those people not have houses in good neighborhoods or in rich neighborhoods or whatever they want to fucking call them? Just understand that you can build your house, you can make a house, you can make a house good looking. Doesn't matter what neighborhoods around you. You can buy houses shitty, you can build it up. You can learn how to do stuff from instruction booklets. There's Google. And even out there were books in the library, and they had everything. of like 10 years ago. But then there was a dude that decided to launder money, you know. So that I guess they didn't get all the updated books, so everybody couldn't learn everything they actually even need to, because that's what I did when I was in high school, because nobody fucking taught me any goddamn things about biology. That's what I fucking did. So you can say like, oh, but God, man, the struggle is real, everybody's fucking terrible. And you can say it as a white person, but you can also say it as a person who doesn't care and doesn't try. There you go. Understand. Try, be yourself, and also study. And also understand that there is a scientific application for every comic book you're actually reading. There are things inside the comic book that actually do things. Learn those things. You know why? Because you can. There's something called the Freedom of Information Act. Okay? You know what that's called? If you actually do things about your country, or if you care about your country, or you care if you give a shit about anything, or don't care about your country at all, but just care about information, about people, or anything, about a business. You understand that you're gonna invest in them. You're gonna invest, or you're gonna put money in a building. You're gonna wonder if that building has good insulation. Whether or not you need to do actually things, so you look up stuff in the library, blueprints, things like that. And then you learn that properly insulating buildings makes them better buildings. You know why? Because it's awesome. And there's also certain different kinds of actual things. You can actually even reinforce certain buildings with rebar. So that even if there's a huge stampede of animals, imagine every single animal got literally let out from the zoo. You wouldn't be anything. There will be houses demolished completely, vines running around everywhere, little girls getting hit by terrible flowers and shit, or whatever. I'm describing the movie Jumanji. So, the point is, try. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, just try. Try to study. Try to do something. Try to learn more. Try to learn everything you can, because literally telling someone your gender or your goddamn sexuality is going to get you any fucking where ever. It's going to make you feel more comfortable in the lot that you're in. But if you want to make your lot better, then fucking read, man. You have to read a book. Just read a magazine. Read anything. I've been wondering when they're going to get the goddamn video game magazines in, but I wanted the goddamn Gunsmith magazine, because that shit is tight. I don't always get guns. I don't get guns, really. But learning about guns is awesome. Learning about understanding the really cool, freaking awesome stuff can literally turn you into an engineer. You literally could just read a magazine, read a few magazines a day, and just become an engineer whenever the fuck you feel like. Make your own engineering company. You literally tell them, I'm licensed because I learned on my own. Because of real world and actual experience. And you know what? People will respect that shit more no matter what fucking sexuality or religion or person you become or decide to be. Because you don't have to fucking tell them. And guess what? You make a lot of fucking money, that's why. I always come out with something fucking positive. Matter of fact, give a shit if people or not. That's what I fucking did when I was in high school and freaking elementary and everything. I studied everything I knew about art or anything I knew about science or anything I could see or understand about string theory and calculus, and all of it was terrible. But I learned something, and that's the point. Learn something. You bitch. Don't just tell me what the fuck you are and expect me to accept you as a person. Learn something. Do something. Do anything. Do useful things. That is how you become a part of this country. No matter who you are. Just hard work, dedication, studying. That's what it is. You give a fuck about your goddamn religion. You give a shit about your stupid sexuality or your dumbass. I only like to suck cocks on Wednesday and then vaginas on Thursday through Sunday. Fuck you. I don't give a shit about your dumbass sexual orientation. Fucking tell me what you can do and how to make a cycle, motherfucker, on a battery. I had to learn, and then I had to tell a dumbass motherfucking captain in his fucking face who wanted to fuck me in his goddamn eye that he was a stupid fucking bitch, and I hate him, and I hate sexual harassment, and you are your own one-person bomb squad. You can defuse situations you think are happening, but if they're not, then Go climb a tree, you stupid motherfucker. That's why I got fired.